It's hump day. Happy hump day. Hey friends. You know what I'm going to say. As Wendy Williams says, grab a snack and come on back. We got things to talk about. Hi, my beautiful friends. I hope you are doing well on this Wednesday, March 12th, 2025 is when I'm filming this video. And let's see, it's in the morning. It's morning time. Sun is shining. It's going to be almost 80 degrees today, or it might even be 80 today. But of course, I'm bundled up because I have to leave, early in the mornings to take my daughter to work. And when I left to take her to work, it was 40 degrees. And I'm sorry, but it was cold. I just turned my heater off. I have my heater on too. And we do have the air conditioner on too. So, it's kind of like an oxymoron situation around here. But, that's how it is. I cannot stand to be cold. You know what I mean? I know most people it's the opposite. They can't stand to be hot. But I grew up in the tropics. I'm used to that. My body is built for that. My body is not built for the cold anymore. And even though I've been stateside for 31 years now, it's still, my body is still not acclimated to this at all. At all not acclimated to this. We got a lot of buzzing going on over here. Let's get the buzzing out of here. So yeah. But I hope everybody's well today. I did not have a great sleep last night. My sleep was so off last night. So off. Yeah, my sleep was so rest broken. I mean, I swear I woke up probably to go to the bathroom like 4 times last night. 4 or 5 times. That I don't ever do that. I go to bed. I go to the bathroom before I go to bed. And when I get up in the morning is when I go to the bathroom. I don't know what was going on with me last night. I had some popcorn late last night and I put a lot of cayenne pepper on it. Maybe it was that. I usually don't eat, after 5 or 6 o'clock if I can help it. But I just wanted something. I was like craving anything, and probably because I didn't drink enough water yesterday or eat enough yesterday. So there's your sign to eat enough, especially protein. You must have enough protein. You need to have at least 100 grams of protein a day. At the least. I strive for more. Like I try to get 140 to 150 grams of protein a day, but I definitely did not do that yesterday. I've had 15 grams of protein so far today. I had an Oikos peach yogurt this morning. So, and I'm just hoping to, I'm just, like I talked about in a previous video about needing a massage, that I've never had a massage. I'm going to be 61 this year. I've never had a massage. And the knots that I have here are just, it's just like terrible. And one of my beautiful lovelies here, it's Crystal Renee. Crystal said, don't wait. Like I was saying, I want to wait until I get down my weight loss before, that I actually go to the spa or to wherever I'm going to get a massage. She's like, no, go now and take a friend, which my friend would be Zoe, of course. But I just financially can't afford to go for a massage right now, right now. So hopefully that'll be coming soon and we'll be able to do that soon. But financially I can't, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. And I have a roller that I try to roll myself out with and stuff. It's a little harder for my shoulders. There's another one that I need that would be perfect for my shoulders, and it kind of vibrates and you can put it on you, and that's the roller that I need. I don't even know how much that is. It's probably $40 or something. And I have to look into that, which that's not in the budget for right now, but I just need something for my shoulders and my back, especially this area right here. I get so tense too here at the table. I'm leaning and everything. And so I know that does something, you know what I mean? And also when I'm sleeping. I am a side sleeper. I used to be a stomach sleeper, but when I say the minute, probably the second that I got pregnant with Zoe, I could not sleep on my stomach anymore, and I still can't to this day. She's 27 years old, and I cannot sleep on my stomach anymore at all. At all. So I sleep on my left side, which is supposed to be good for you health-wise, for your organs and everything, but it's not good for my shoulders and my arms. And even though I'm on my left side, this shoulder gets a lot because I'm trying to figure out my arm. And, you know, like I told you, my range of motion is not good for my arms. You know, my range of motion is just not good. And, you know, I'm working on it, but it's not good, you know. And I pray that I don't need any kind of like rotator cuff surgery or anything like that, which I probably will down the line. And it's probably a lot of arthritis and everything in my joints as well. But yeah, I just hurt, you know, I just hurt. So, but anyway, that's about me this morning. So let's get into some housekeeping. So we have 2 new subscribers. We have the beautiful, yesterday I mentioned to you all a subscriber that I like and that I'm interested, and she wasn't a subscriber yesterday, and that is Lily's Cooking, you know, interesting channel. You know, I try to put down people that I'm watching, and I don't even know if I put that even in the description right at all. And she has a cooking channel, mostly shorts. She has maybe 2 or 3 videos, but she has a lot of shorts cooking. And I love her little channel. And I came across her on Reinventing Me 60s channel in the comments. And I commented to her, and so now she's a subscriber. So thank you, Lily. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you here. Yappy and I are both happy to have you here. And my beautiful Mary Willoughby. Mary and I used to work together in Phoenix, Arizona. Mary is just a beautiful person, and she's been a friend of mine for years. We've been friends for probably 25 years, if not longer than that. But probably 25 years. We used to work together at one time. We worked together twice. I was her supervisor when we worked at the 2000 census in Phoenix. And then I worked with her when she worked for the state. And then I got a job with her at the state of Arizona. And so, yeah, I love Mary so much. And we had a long chat yesterday, and I introduced her to my channel, you know, and I was surprised, and she subscribed, and I'm so grateful. So thank you, my beautiful Mary. I love you so much. You know that I do. And I'm sending prayers to your family and well wishes to your family member who's dealing with some things, sending you well wishes from us here. So today, I don't know what today is going to entail, the Lexi Talk. There are so many things. You know, I've got the sugar fast, and I've got my gratitude journal, and of course we have the Book of Boundaries, and we have the Let Them theory, and we have so many things. And so I also wanted to do a flip through an unboxing of the Angel Number tarot deck that I got from a beautiful soul sister of mine. And I wanted to do a flip through of that, and I probably will do that. Maybe that'll be, I might even film it today, and it might be a video that comes out later today or even tomorrow. But I think today what we're going to do, also there's another book that I've had, and I hadn't really gotten into it, but I am getting ready to, because I want to get down to, you know, Wonderland, and that is George Cruz, The 100. This is an older book. But this method works for weight loss, and it's count only sugar calories and lose up to 18 pounds in 2 weeks. And it's the diet proven by science. And this book, basically, it's like you're not counting calories, so to speak, in this book, but it's basically like how much sugars you're eating. So the sugar that you're eating, which you're not, it's not a diet, it's not a food plan to eat sugar. but it's trying to teach you that, of course, there's sugar in so many things. And when you eat a certain way, you know what I mean? You're kind of eliminating at the same time, I guess, the sugars. It's very interesting, very interesting. You know, very, very interesting. And it tells you a lot about different things like type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome, aging, immune health, fatty liver disease, which I do have. And most of us do have that. You wouldn't think so. And it is akin to, and this book is good for, it explains to you how insulin increases fat and different things. And I am a type 2 diabetic, so that's one of the reasons why I got this. And it tells you different things like insulin helpers. You know, like insulin is responsible for how our bodies store fat, but it doesn't work in isolation. You know, two primary enzymes that are influenced by insulin dramatically affect how fat is stored and how fat is burned in your body, which is lipoprotein, lipase, and hormone-sensitive lipase. And then it just explains all that to you, you know, and everything, you know, lunching and different things, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting, and I really want to get into this. And we may delve into it a little bit, talk about it here and there. But yeah, that's another book that I'm, you know, really interested in. But let's get back to I guess we'll get back to our Mel Robbins, the Let Them theory, because we left off last time, a couple videos ago, on chapter 8, the right decision often feels wrong, with our poor gentleman who was getting ready to get married, and it just didn't feel right, and, you know, he didn't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. And so now we're getting into chapter 9 of the Let Them theory. Now, I've skipped around. We did not start in the beginning of this book, of course. I just love the way this book smells. I love the smell of a book. I love it. I love it. I have to feel it. You know what I mean? Listening is good. Like if I'm in the car, of course, I will listen to something, but I would rather sit down and read it when I can. I don't always want to listen to a book. And I know a lot of people that works for, you know, most of my friends here, they like audiobooks. And I know that Whoopi Goldberg, because she's dyslexic, she likes audiobooks. And yes, for that reason, yes. But I need to read and smell and turn the pages and dog ear the pages and do all kinds of things to my books, which I know my beautiful little friend, one of my beautiful little soul sisters, she doesn't like that. She's like, no. But she also worked in a bookstore. So she's like, no, don't write in the book, don't highlight, don't do anything. And I'm like, and I have to. I have to. So let's do a little bit of, let's see what we can get into here in chapter 9, which is, chapter 9 is, yes, life isn't fair. And it says, the truth is, life isn't fair, which it's not. We all know that. But at some point, you've got to wake up, accept that fact, and stop obsessing over what other people have, what they look like, and what they've achieved. Ding, 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 ding. This spot is the place for that. This is what we do here. We are on that YouTube studio, those analytics. We are looking at everybody else's YouTube channel, and we're like, oh my God, she got 5,000 views for that video, but she looks like me, and she says the same thing I do, and why don't I get that? And I did the same topic, and I only got 2 views, and blah, 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 blah. This is where it happens. And I know you're shaking your head on the other end of this, because you know it's true. You know that you do this. You know that you do it. And what do we always say here at the Lexi Talk? Comparison is the thief of joy. And we do it. You know what I mean? No, life isn't fair. You know, like I was telling you about the lovely Roxanne in Canada reinventing Me 60. how she had no views, no subscribers, no nothing the very first week. The second week, she was up to 252. She doesn't, I don't know how many videos she has, maybe 50-something videos. I have almost 200 videos. I've been on here for getting ready to be 3 months with 122, I think, subscribers now, which, you know, that fluctuates. And so it's not, you know, it's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. Yes, she and I are the same age, but we're not talking about the same thing. Our platforms are different. You know what I mean? But you think that, well, gosh, if she could do it, well, why couldn't I? And she didn't have any views. At least I did start off here with 6 subscribers. When I came back, the mighty 6. The mighty 6. So, you know, you start to think like, well, gosh, what am I doing? And I'm not ever going to do any of this clickbait and stuff. I have a couple of people in my circle who do that clickbait or lie on a video for views, which I'm like, I'm not doing that. And if you have no integrity, because why would you do that? Just to make a story, make it sound good, and that's, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do any of that, and I'm not going to do that. Like, absolutely not. No, I'm not. It's so contrived to me. I don't even understand it. I don't even understand why they do it. And every time I hear the stories or I see their videos, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This again? Are you doing this again? You know what I mean? Just film your video and talk your talk and do your thing. You don't have to lie to get views. You know what I mean? Or to lie to make somebody else feel good. You just don't have to do that. It's not necessary. You know what I mean? It's not necessary. But yeah. She says, so let's talk about something that every single person on this planet struggles with. Allowing other people's success to paralyze you. Let's say that again. Allowing other people's success to paralyze you. Why do we do that? You know what I mean? We're all unique, different, and everything happens to us. What do I always say? In divine timing. We can't always compare ourselves. Here we go again with the comparison is the thief of joy to somebody else. When it's for you, it's for you. And when it's your time, it's your time. You know what I mean? And I think once you get to my age, you start to you really do understand that when you're in your 60s and above, and possibly even in your 50s and above. But the younger you are, I think you just, you know, it's always that you're running and you're hustling to try to be like somebody else or to get better than somebody else or be more than somebody else and blah, blah. I'm not doing that at 60 years old. Everything that's going to happen for me here is already in the works, and it's going to happen organically how it's supposed to happen through divine timing. You know, oh, air condition just went off. And so I hope you guys can hear me because it is so loud, and I don't have a microphone. That's something that I've got to get. I need a microphone. We do have a microphone, but I don't know how to work it. So there's that. I found the instructions, but they still don't make sense to me. And it's a little clip-on mic, but I feel like I can't even hear it. I can't hear myself. I can't. Yeah, I don't think it works, so I don't know. But this is interesting. You know, this is so interesting. She says the only thing that you can control is what you do with the example other people set and actions you take next. So when you see other people's lives as evidence that you're a failure or you're unattractive or not good enough, you become your biggest obstacle. And this is so true. We become our worst nightmare because that constant comparison, you know what I mean? Oh, you know, they're just so, I don't know, they're thinner, they're better, they're this. And especially, like she says, mindlessly scrolling on social media or feeling inferior to someone else makes you feel stuck, hopeless, and perpetually behind. You are torturing yourself for no reason. You're letting other people paralyze you, which leads to procrastination and years ago, when I first lost my job back in 2014, and I would be on Facebook because I lost my job, and then, let's see, 4 months later, my car was repossessed. So I had no transportation. We had just moved to a new place, to this place where I am right now. We've been here going on 11 years this year. And we're not far from a lot of things, but I was just starting my body. Excuse me, everybody. My nose is itching. It's like tickling me. What is happening? What is going on? We moved here, and there's stuff across the street, and a lot more things now in the 11 years. Like now we have a neighborhood Walmart across the street, and we have different things around that we didn't have before. But still, the walking for me is very difficult. If you're new here, I walk with a cane. And at one time, I was considering using a walker because that's how much pain I was in. And I walk with a cane. And, it's just really, really hard for me to walk in long, far distances. I can't. Even though it's someplace that, like going across the street, I can't. There's a little incline when I come out at my house. I have to walk down a flight and then a little mini flight of stairs. So that's like 2 flights of stairs in my book. Then I've got to walk. There's not sidewalks, or the sidewalks are not leveled. It's awful. Crossing the street, it's hard for me because I'm slower with the cane. And these streets here are so big, and there's a crosswalk on one side, but if the light changes for you to cross, by the time you get to the median, that light is already changed. I'm not going to stand in anybody's median, and then there's cars coming. So, it's hard for me to do that. And watching social media and everybody driving and doing this, and, some friends of mine and quote unquote family members, oh, we're going out to dinner, all the girls, and we're doing this and we're doing that. And of course I wasn't there, so I felt so left out. And I got to really, resent a lot of people and a lot of things because of social media. And, 9 times out of 10, nothing we see on social media is true. It's not. What you see here is authentic and true. And what I talk about is true. There's no fake. I'm not hooking you in with some kind of fake thing like, oh, I found you here and I did this. And I'm not doing all of that. Okay, we don't do that here. Everything I say here is real, raw, and honest. That's it. I don't know any other way to be. I'm not going to lie to get views. You know what I mean? I'm just not going to do that. Some people do. More power to them. But, letting that social media and everything that you see around you dictate to you, and then you end up in a very deep depression. I was in a deep depression for a few months, to the point where at least one of those months, one of my young girlfriends called me, beautiful Rachel, and she says, Lex, you got to get it together. And I just couldn't. I was in my pajamas, I think, for a month. I had not bathed or anything. That was a deep depression. And of course, since then, I've had therapy and everything, and I am just like on clouds, happy and everything all the time. But that happened to me, and I didn't understand it. And yes, because I was, stealing my joy by watching other people, even though my car was repossessed. I wasn't working. It was new to me. My body was going through changes. But I had a roof over my head. My mother was still alive here. We were making it. We were making it, the 3 of us, Mommy, Zoe, and I. It was hard, but we were together. And I would do almost, and I say almost anything to bring that time back. I would. Because my mommy was here, and it was a special time. It was special. You know what I mean? So we just can't let them have their, you doing this, you losing weight, you doing this, you da-da-da-da-da-da. We don't know how they're doing that, how they came about what they have, or anything like that. We don't even know if half the stuff is real that we see. We don't know. You know what I mean? So you can't let that dictate to you, how you're going to live your life. You know what I mean? So you just need to give yourself grace, be grateful for everything that you have and that's surrounding you at this present time, because things change rapidly and tomorrow is not promised to anyone. And if we're going to live our day-to-day in the doldrums, being so upset by who has this and who has that and what I don't have and what I'm not doing and all that, that's no way to live. That's no way to be. It's not, you know. So we just have to let those people do them. You know what I mean? We can't allow that to dictate our surroundings in our life, because it's two different lives. What they do, that's them, and this is us, and we don't know. Like I said, how did they come about whatever they have? How are they doing whatever they have? You don't know that. Is it even real? We don't know that either. You know what I mean? So don't let comparison, you know, be the thief of joy. You know, make your, you know, you got to make your joy and make your happy. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can make you joyful or any of the above. You've got to do that on your own. You have to do that on your own. You know what I mean? You just have to. So I leave you with that. You know, don't let comparison be the thief of joy at all. You know, you all are so special. You know what I mean? And everybody here has something different to offer. All of us do. And there are so many millions of people on this platform with so many different things to offer. And you know what? It just makes the world go around, because it's all so many of us and so many different things, so many positive things here that, you know what I mean? We can watch them and, you know, be in joy of what they do and get a little, you know, like, oh, I like watching so-and-so every day, you know, or I like whatever. But don't get caught up in what they have and what you don't have. Don't get caught up in that, because you're just making yourself miserable. You know what I mean? You're just making yourself miserable. So on that note, and I didn't introduce Yappy. She is my personal support chihuahua here on YouTube, and she's a superstar. Yes, she is. And I am Alexis, if you didn't know. And my friends here all call me Lexi. And the funny story is my family all call me Lex. Nobody called me Lexi until I went back to college. And actually, I take that back. When I was working at the Caribbean Dance Company in the Virgin Islands, people started calling me Lexi then. That was between 1990 and 1994. So that's when Lexi was born. But I have always been Lex or Alexis. That's it. But Lex is what my whole family calls, and they are not here. That's what they all call me. They ain't here. None of them are here. If they are, it's a miracle, and I don't know about it. But Lexi is what all my friends call me here. And some of my friends call me Sexi Lexi, and that is sexy with an I, okay? Let's get it right. Sexy with an I. And some of my other friends here call me Luscious Lexi. So I answer to all those monikers. I do. And I'm so glad that you came. You know, hopefully you got a little chuckle and you enjoyed Yappy and I today on this hump day when we're filming this video of March 12th, 2025. And, you know, I'll be back. You know how we do. We're going to be back, Yappy and I, you know, with something new. You know, I don't know how exciting it'll be, but it'll be something new. So, deuces, Yappy and I out. Love you plenty.